first of all, I want to respond to the question of racial equity in the process and the ad hoc, if I might. Again, this is not perfect, in part because we are rightfully engaged in an intensive long-term process to develop a racial equity lens that will serve us through any and all issues and budgets that come before us for many, many years to come. And it's a lot of work to get it right, because as we know, it's a culture change internally and it's a culture change externally. And yet at the same time, when you have $112 million, we can't wait for that for that process to end before applying something. So what do? We are going to, I'll talk to Councilmember Vang, of course. I think what we ought to do is hold an ad hoc meeting over the next couple of weeks, frankly, no later than that. And we ought to get the guidance from our consultants, from Amit Barnes, from the rest of our city team, to provide us with some existing tools, some basic tools that reflect the direction that is, by the way, underlies the entire plan in the first place. And this is the underlying overall philosophy here, is that we are going to define, as I said before, as a core priority in our city, investing directly in our communities, especially our disadvantaged communities, around racial equity. And so what we have to do over the next couple of weeks is take what we know and to be able to then recommend it to you, the city council, to bring that forward to the city council so that it becomes the temporary lens, if you will, for how we invest these resources. We'll do that. We can do it. We know enough to be able to do that, even if it is not the completed work. So I just want to conclude by saying thank you to the community, but thank you to my colleagues. You guys y'all lead with your hearts, and you just care about the people. And it makes me proud. This process just makes me proud to serve with you and to be the mayor of this community, because there are so many other ways to do this, right? We could have other priorities, frankly. And instead, we consistently say that investing in people, investing in our communities, investing in our kids, investing in our small businesses, addressing this homeless crisis and housing crisis is what we're about. And it is what we're about. It makes me really proud. And so let's go forward here today. A big step. And then we will get the money out with fidelity to racial equity and all of other important principles. Thank you so much, Vice Mayor.